we've been talking. Jordan's been kind of sitting off screen for all these little interviews, kind of taking notes and whatnot. And I felt it was important to include him in these as well. Eventually he might partake in the game. It's totally up to you. Maybe we can get you into Monsterverse where you just pick a creature and you battle it out, and if you get knocked out, say la vie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see. We'll get you in somehow. If you're gonna make the trip, you might as well be in the game. Sounds good. But Jordan, we've been friends for how long now?
It's been, working at the lab for sure, but even outside of that, I think I've seen you in some capacity,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Dominoes, microplay for sure.
Wow,
was
absolutely.
the big one. Yeah.
Finished high school, started a job, Domino's. And that was at Domino's Fun Galleria, or Family Fun Galleria at the time. So it was like a pizzeria and an arcade attached to it.
It was the best.
Yeah, and I was like the morning manager, so it was awesome. You go in, have some pizza, work the lunch rush, have some pizza, it's quiet, play some Mortal Kombat 2, have some pizza. Yeah, that was a good job. Al was a good boss. But for the bulk, we kind of met and grew as friends through work.
Yeah.
Jordan and I both work for a dental lab, and he was in more of the technical design department, and I was more in the porcelain kind of department. But we just clicked.
Yeah.
One of the things that I wouldn't say I need, but one of the things that the Arcane table needs is somebody behind the scenes doing stuff, and Jordan hopefully can fill those shoes. Not just like the technical stuff, which we're all learning. Thank you very much for helping with that. But I'm not sure, of course you wouldn't know because you're meeting Jordan for the first time, but Jordan is a very, very talented musician. I can't say the world enough about him and his musical talents, and which I'm very, very grateful for you being on board, because something we want to do is original music for the Arcane table, and Jordan's going to be stepping into those shoes. So, what was your background in music?
First off, very kind of you to say. Honored to be a part of this, to bring the channel to life. So like the beginning of my musical inclination.
Yeah, like we've all, I remember doing piano when I was young and dropped it. I remember doing guitar. It was awesome because chicks dig guitarists, right?
Yeah.
Long haired little Eric playing guitar. couldn't get it. Fingers were too weak. I couldn't do things. I remember playing saxophone in junior high and not being able to read the sheet music. So just sitting there holding the saxophone, pretending to blow. Music, I enjoy music, but being able to create it just was never a thing for me.
Yeah, I go similarly by, I played, recorder in school, ukulele in school, then you go to the band, and I played trumpet for about 3 or 4 years, and that was cool.
So are you saying we could have some trumpet in the live music?
I don't have a trumpet, so I'd have to rent one or something.
That's okay. Somebody on Patreon give us some money, so that Jordan can buy a trumpet.
But it was the summer of '94, before I went to grade 6, that I found an acoustic guitar at a garage sale.
Cool.
For $30. My mom bought it for me.
Nice.
And ever since then, it's been guitar.
Yeah.
Like I dropped out of band. That's like that next fall going into school. I was like, I'm not going into band. I'm gonna play the guitar and see if this can be a thing.
So why the guitar? Of all the other instruments, like you play the drums as well, do you not?
I play drums too. Yeah, not as flashy or as good as my dad or brother, but I can do meat and potatoes.
Of all
stuff.
Of all the members of the Arcane table, you are the drummer.
Okay.
So why the guitar? Like what brought you to that instrument?
Well, I was a big fan of Van Halen, and oddly enough, that same garage sale, I picked up a tape of Van Halen's 5150.
Wow.
And so it was like
a tape. You're not talking about a CD.
No, it was a tape. I still have it.
That's cool.
For
those of them that are younger, we're talking about like a cassette. Like Guardians of the Galaxy. you know, with a Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Like that kind of a cassette. Yeah, old school.
But yeah, Van Halen was like, I want to play like that.
Cool.
So yeah, I seen the guitar at the garage sale. My mom bought it for me, and ever since then, I've been just in love with the guitar.
Nice, nice. So, experience-wise, obviously playing, you know, in your home and you know, basement, stuff like that. What have you done outside of like, you know, the norms? Like, you've been in bands, you teach. What else? Like,
Yeah,
like,
I played an evening of Beatles tunes at a church. That was fun.
yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of fun. I played at my friend Melissa and Kyle's wedding.
Cool.
Played guitar there. That
Nice.
was very fun as well.
At work, you would do like, you know, music for events and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Christmas time, I'd bring my guitar and play Christmas tunes while everyone was coming in.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, and then outside just noodling and stuff, I've joined a couple bands over the years. Softbox, which is a metal band with 3 members.
Cool.
We're still making music today. We just finished recording the guitars for the upcoming next upcoming album.
Nice. Awesome.
So looking forward to that.
So when the orcs attack, we can have some metal, is what you're saying?
If you want,
Done.
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, and I also played in original / cover band Einstein's a Nine.
Yes. Which got some radio
Radio
time.
play, yeah. Got some couple songs played on Saskatoon's radio station, and some on 88.1. Like, even I joined a blues band for a time called Leg Was Mojo, and we got an original song played on the radio as well.
Cool.
So that was
Yeah.
really neat.
And that's why I'm excited. Yes, D&D. I get it. D&D, crafting, D&D, monsters and stuff like that. I get that. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. That aside, I'm really, really, really looking forward to what Jordan brings to the channel. I really do. Once again, this is, I keep on saying this is supposed to be a community of, a channel of the community. You know, once again, we can have people playing D&D all we want, but I want to start introducing those outside things into the channel, and I think Jordan is an amazing place to start. I really do. You know, because to have, you know, original music, not stock, you know, YouTube stuff that everybody's heard 100 times before. Like, you go on hold and it's the same music, you know, and then you go on hold for somebody else and it's the same music. I'm really hoping that Jordan can find the soul of the characters, you know, the soul of the world, and then transfer that into music for the channel. And I know whatever you do, you're going to do an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of tones I can set
Yeah.
for the different scenes and for the different characters and for the channel itself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with anything else, like it's very a lot of fumbles, you know, happening right now. This is literally day one, you know, of filming and figuring out all the operating systems and whatnot. I'm going to be, you know, very frank. You know, I have, like, we were supposed to start early, and we haven't started up until like 2 hours ago because we're just fumbling with the technical stuff. And Jordan has been helping, and I'm really appreciative of that. So that's awesome.
Happy to do it.
Yeah, excellent. Anything else? Do you see yourself stepping into the shoes of playing or getting a little more in front of the cameras at all?
Right now, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to get the music
Cool.
done first, and then we'll see.
Yeah, but you're so good looking. We need you on camera. Yeah, no comment. But
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll play it by
see.
ear. Absolutely, no pressure whatsoever. But yeah, like, you know, if you're here, if you're contributing, I'd love to get you behind the, you know, at the table, you know, so you can have some laughs with the rest of us, kind of thing like that. Anything in conclusion? Anything you want to add?
You know, I'm excited to see where this channel goes.
Me too. Yeah.
So this is ground zero of it, but I'm excited to see what it turns into.
Absolutely.
With everyone's help and expertise, just guiding, you know, where things should go and how things should be.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the big things about what we're trying to accomplish is that if it's one person, behind the table, they're responsible for everything. And it's a lot. It can be stressful. Even this morning when we were having troubles with OBS, trying to get the damn thing to work, I was apologizing like nobody's business because I felt I was letting the group down. And like Jordan was like, "Don't worry about it, man. We'll get it." And here we are, 2 hours later. A couple cameras shy. But we're there gaming. But yeah, like this is all going to come with time, and I'm glad you're on board because I think you're going to be a big part of that.
Awesome. I'm happy to be here and happy to crush it with you guys.
Yeah, we're going to do good. Excellent. Thanks again, everybody. Jordan, awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
I don't want to be on camera, especially with my gut. But
you have a tattoo.
I do. Keely and I went to Vegas, and there's a shop called Coolville's Tattoo, and it's just off of Fremont. And they have the world famous tattoo.
Oh.
World famous $10 tattoo.
Oh,
and,
cool.
Yeah, so it's literally you go, you sign your waiver, they have a sheet of little clip art, and then you pay your $10 and you tip them, of course. And then you just
pick what you want.
Yep. And
wow.
They had like cactuses and dice and mountain ranges and all that kind of stuff. But our cat Pip had recently passed away. And so I was like, yeah, that's Keely picked that. No, I actually picked this one for Pip. And then Keely was humming and hawing. She said, you know what? Let's both pick Pip. And so she has it on her ankle. I have it on my, flesh. And,
forearm?
Well, it's not the elbow. What is that spot called?
I have the inside forearm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's probably a technical term.
The unbow.
Yeah.
The elbow, the unbow, and and so now when I look at people's tats, it's like sure it's good, but is it world famous?
Yeah, exactly.
World famous.
World famous.
Yeah.